Hello, everybody. Welcome to War of the Realms, episode 34. Nailed it. Thank you guys so much for coming to our little adventure here. You may have noticed some things look a little different at the moment. Time of this recording. Anastasia and I are in Edmonton. This is just a couple days before Gamescom Canada out here in Edmonton that I will be attending. Vix will also be attending. Doing a few events with the Dungeon Dudes, Taylor's Tavern, Dungeon Dad, doing actual plays and panels and all kinds of fun stuff. But we'd be remiss if we did not give you your Sunday besties trying to kill each other. So, hey, we're here. We're making it happen. We got a full squad, everyone. Full squad. The lovely Chelsea Bites has arrived from hanging out in wonderful outfits and hooved heel boot shoe things. I don't understand how that hoof heel worked. If it was a heel or a boot or a shoe, what was it?
It was a whole platform heel, if you know, you know. That is an Alexander McQueen special, and I love those shoes. Oh my God.
So good. Now, was that Dream Hack?
That was actually a Dream Con. That was a different vibe. Hometown Houston. H-Town, hold it down.
We've been traveling all over the place. People have been at Dream Con. People have been at Faded Fantasy Ball in Vancouver, BC. And we're coming to GamesCon, all kind of stuff. I was at a crazy D&D tavern thing in Chilliwack, BC. That was super fun. But today is about War of the Realms, everybody. And also, we got to give a quick shout out to Darcia and Peter Rowland, who've been housing us the last few days and have allowed us to invade their space while we shout and play dice while they try to hide and not hear us scream for 2 hours. So, Anastasia's parents, thank you so much. That's the stream sponsors for today, everyone. Honest parents. And their house for letting us be here.
We're paying them in donuts. It's great.
We're paying them and getting married.
Well, that's for us, not for them. We're getting married because we love each other, Kevin.
Well, there's that too. That's part of it. That's good. This is part of the deal that they let us play D&D in their house sometimes. Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
Her, remember? Yeah.
It's a fine deal.
Payment enough. Yes.
Anyway, we'll rein it in, everybody, and let us grab our favorite sets of dice, grab your drinks, grab your snacks, because, oh boy, we're jumping into the shit, everybody. We're going back in the fray. Chelsea, I'm so sorry that every time you miss a session, you wind up coming back right into the middle of combat. You leave, and it's a nice roleplay session, and shenanigans happen. But, hey, we're taking care of it. Grab your favorite drink, grab your favorite sets and dice, and let us dive into today's session of War of the Realms. So, last we left off, Crystal Vanguard continuing for their search for allies out here in the Plane of Air after leaving the Dwarven Artificer City in the clouds through their king to try to find allies in the Plane of Air to see who else they could find kinship with against this far realm threat that has taken over the continent of Balstiba. As soon as you entered into the realm through a tornado-like portal, you were bombarded by air genasi, Skye pirate, and a bunch of air elementals. After dispatching that encounter, you were trying to figure out what your next move might be. Will you be entering into the Citadel of Ice and Steel? Would you be trying to figure out where the Wind Dukes of Aqua currently are? That is related to Clara, as their father was a part of that faction long ago. But you decided to scrap all that. Who cares about storylines? Who cares about extravagant fantasy cities that your DM spent hours crafting? Let's go gamble is what you decided to do. As earlier in one of the sessions, you saw these massive like blue whale creatures floating amongst the clouds. One of them housing a casino on the back. But you had some good reasons for doing so. Casinos tend to attract people from all over the community and the realms. Maybe someone would have some information that you could use to make a proper choice. So that's where you went. You made your way over to the Fortune's Wheel, a casino that was lively, full of color, lights, many different walks of life coming to and fro. You parked your Skye ship in one of the docks, not before seeing a Spelljammer ship also that was docked nearby. Some of you have seen Spelljammer ships before, some of you haven't. Rala kind of clocked this a little bit, looked a little familiar, but paid no more attention to it, just kind of kept them on edge a little bit from their past sailing the Astral Sea. You then entered into the Fortune's Wheel, and it was a cornucopia of inviting little, it was just ripe with bad decisions and choices. Ooh, so good. There was gambling. There was, you bet, a crooked, creepy little insectoid man at a gambling desk that became your new favorite NPC that you tried to gain information from. Many different kinds of creatures inhabiting the Fortune's Wheel, gambling, playing card games, so forth. Clara decided to just take a chance and go to a nearby stage in the casino where a bard was performing and shout out to the whole casino, stopping the performer, stopping everything, being like, hey, we're looking for information, we're looking for people, can anyone help us, please? And meanwhile, the owner of the establishment, a particular fox humanoid creature named Shemi, was roaming about. They are an Arcanaut. They have a humanoid fox feature, feminine, presenting extravagant clothings and gowns with a frock that kind of backed the back of their head. They took notice of Clara with two bodyguards accompanying them as they toured around the casino floor, walked up to Clara, asked had a strange, thick tome in their hand, opened it up, asked what Clara's name was, and then they were suddenly zapped into this tome and started to walk away. The rest of you noticed this, ran up to Shemi here and pleaded to let your friend come back. Took a chance on the wheel, and the results were not too much in your favor, as Shemi then said, well, if you want your friend back, you could help me entertain some high rollers in the back room here. If you do that for me, let your friend go. And you did indeed follow. A couple of you accompanying Shemi, which I believe was Luin and Rala. Rala at this point disguised as the Aarakocra as they saw the Spelljammer ship and made them feel a little on edge about being a Githyanki inside. So you accompanied Shemi to the back room with some of her bodyguards, and you were transported to what seemed to be some sort of connected demiplane, where a series of insanely interesting games were being held. One of these being a seemingly televised event, maybe just closed circuit, you weren't too sure, but what they called Dungeon Land. A series of these circular tables lit up in a gloomy pink and purple sort of environment where many different creatures were witnessing these scenes unfold in these massive bright pink purple crystals where adventurers were being pitted against monsters, traps, and dangerous environments. Every one of the tables were betting who would live or die, and Shemi, the assistance they won was for you to basically choose the fate of these adventurers and bet on who would win or die. And if you picked correctly, things would happen. You picked wrong, things would happen. Having endured this a couple times, eventually, I believe it was Luin who had enough and decided to act, and then, oh boy, did a combat erupt with 4 Githyanki knights accompanying the 2 Githyanki that were her bodyguards in this game room. And I believe we only got through one round of combat, maybe the start of a second one. But you quickly realize the situation you were in with these Githyanki in their silver swords in hand deal a mighty punch. Each of the Githyanki doing 3 attacks per turn. Shemi also on standing by, ready to unleash their power. But luckily, with some very lucky rolls, the Githyanki missed most of their attacks. And I think the effects of Hermitha's spell, I want to say, caused Shemi to be blind, which their attacks missed as well. So a very lucky round for the Crystal Vanguard. But with us here, a full party finally reunited, we shall see how this fight continues as we pick up right where we left off. As the Crystal Vanguard is on the assault currently, with our buddy Taylor doing a steel wind strike, darting all over the map with immense power, crippling blows being committed there. And then we went over to Hermitha, who did a Spirit Guardians, I believe, and I think it is still their turn. But not before we left with this particular cliffhanger, as Rollo was squaring off at one of their Githyanki bodyguards, and as they entered into the light, realized that one of these bodyguards is indeed their sister. So, we pick up right there, everyone, with Hermitha getting ready to light up their next action. Crystal Vanguard, what would you like to do?
Shield of Faith! Boom. That's my bonus action.
Let's go. Let's go.
Shield of Faith. Okay, who are we doing that to?
Oh, you know what? That would have been smart to actually.
Someone gets it.
I just wanted to cast it.
I just really wanted to cast. I told everybody I'd use my bonus action irresponsibly. Let me make sure any spell I'm actually casting right now doesn't require concentration. Then awesome. Spirit Guardians does, so we don't do that.
Oh.
All right. So instead what I could do, I still can cast Spiritual Weapon. It is a bonus action, so I will do that. And who is the most threatening right now? The person who tried to knock down. Yep, going straight for the sis.
Yep.
Oh.
Going straight for sis.
Okay.
With my bonus action, I cast Hit Die. It was almost a 20. It was 15. Does that hit?
15.
If you look at Rala's face, she's like, just wait, no.
Rala looks like she just got shot.
Yeah.
Yep.
We will use this sword today as
Why, thank you.
the magical bow. As spiritual weapon gets cast.
It's a weapon.
This faithful bow comes out.
Totally
15 does miss.
Dang it. Well, gosh darn, guys.
Rala's gonna throw
Tradition
her hands up in the
continues.
air, lunge forward, and not even necessarily grapple. She's gonna grab her by both shoulders and call out over her shoulder and go, "Setch!" and grab her, and just kind of like hold her and stare for a second. How? Why? How? Why? How? Her cloak of disguise is completely gone. Her mind flayer corset is out. All of the eyes that she's collected from her hunts are out. She's in her black bodysuit, and she looks mad as hell.
He looks over to you. The shock is prevalent. And then something else takes over.
No.
A familiarity quickly dissipates to an anger. And then she just looks over at you and says, "Is dark," and gets out the silver sword and is going in for a strike.
On the next turn,
Well.
mechanically.
On the next turn, mechanically.
Oi.
Okay.
You might need to beat it out of her.
I didn't didn't use a turn yet, right? I still have all
you
of
still
my
have your
abilities
turn.
to
Still have
hit
your
people.
whole turn.
Cool. Good.
Oh shoot.
So Rala's going to flurry of blows her.
Okay.
Okay.
How?
How? Why? How? Why?
Fine.
Eat this
Get
time.
out of here. Oh my god. Ooh. Okay. That's a 20. That's a 20.
That's
I
a
need
natural
to-
20?
To start the stream off, let's go!
Oh, that's a straight up 20, so it's
Let's go!
27.
Hell yeah! Was that a natural 20 or was that?
That was a
Yeah,
natural
yeah.
20.
Ah!
Eat that right now!
Holy! Okay, what are you hitting with a natural 20?
Flurry of closing her.
So the first one's unarmed strike, natural 20. Okay. So that's the first hit. So
That
you've
was the
got
first
flurry
hit.
blows. You got 2 more.
Yeah, sis needs that.
16 plus 7, so...
That's another hit.
Okay.
A 4.
Oh.
Yeah. So do it 2 more times.
2 more times.
Okay, yeah, you get 4 hits with your 2 attacks and then flurry of
Oh,
blows.
shit.
Yeah.
So you've got the 2 flurry blows hit. So now you can do your action to attack. You've got the blood spear. You might have some other things as well.
Okay, that's an 18 plus 7.
That also
Yeah.
hits.
Can I apply Stunning Strike to that and get her to roll?
Yes,
dex
you
save?
can.
You get 1 more hit.
Oh, Lord.
Yep.
Well, Kevin should roll the save because if
That's
if she gets stunned, I
Yeah.
think you get advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was a 6. So
You can
I-
roll again.
I don't want to hurt her. I'm just not.
You're
You can do
smacking the
non-lethal
sense into
damage.
her. Yeah.
All right. So for the stunning strike, it's Constitution, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is a unnatural 20 on my hand.
Sick. Okay.
Plus 5.
So roll damage for that crit and then 2 regular.
Son of a bitch. Wait, what is damage for the?
Double your whatever you roll.
Yeah. So just whatever you roll, just double with that first unarmed strike.
Three and a 1 for the first 2, or for the other 2, and I'll roll that one.
What's your modifier?
It's 5 and over. What the fuck is my modifier? Oh, what am I
Plus
using?
5. So you have 8. So the first hit was 16 damage. Second hit was 6 damage. And then what was the last one you rolled?
A 5.
10 damage.
So 16 plus
8.
6? 8.
Yeah, 16 plus 6 plus 10. 32.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Non-lethal.
Yeah, non-lethal.
Yeah, they have taken a huge hit. So as you go in, you got her by the shoulders, speak in get Yankee in your native language, and the rest of you, I don't think anyone else speaks Gith.
Just throwing out words.
Just throwing out words. You see them kind of recognize each other, but you don't really know what it means. Hold by the shoulders, and then you just see the Gith Knight in front of Rala just start to take out their steel sword, and then Rala just blocks it and just starts to go to town, just super upset and angry, and just doing what Rala does best. The wind being knocked out of your sister starts to take hold. You see them just kind of put down on one knee, and they kind of catch themselves with the blade of the steel sword as they kind of steel themselves. But you're doing moves that are very precise. Like you're hitting them in the side of the neck, you're hitting them in the solar plexus. You're clearly trying to like win them and
Ooh.
knock them out. And every single hit is connecting.
You're
Yes.
wearing your gauntlets, so you get a D something of thunder damage.
Oh, shit.
Oh no! Can I do the lightning damage and non-lethal?
Yeah, so you hit them twice with your fists, and the other two with the spear, I believe.
No,
So
I think
the-
it was all unarmed. All unarmed.
was it all unarmed? Okay, then yeah, you can roll 4d6 damage on top of that.
I don't want to hurt her.
Well, you can knock her out
Yeah,
unconscious.
you can. You
but
can
not-
always take someone out non-lethally. Because she
hope
took
so.
some damage before, I think, from the stin wheel strike. So she's been hurt.
And a chromatic orb to the face.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking yeah. So that's 10. That's 13 more damage.
Ooh.
And it's
Okay.
yeah. Lord. Was that one of my attacks or was that two? I don't actually know what that was. I'm panicking.
I think you did all of it.
All of it? Okay.
Yeah, you did all the 4 attacks, and now we're just adding up the. Yes, you do. When you connect with your unarmed strike, you do an extra d6 of lightning damage with the gauntlets that they would
I
give
don't
you.
remember that. That's horrid. Okay.
So, yes, as you have this exchange with your sister, indeed, it does kind of look a little strange to everybody else between you and Shaylock, and the raps kind of ignite when you hear that Gith word said to you back. The Gith word.
No, you're a bitch.
No, you are saying is Tark back to you, and you just get enraged, and the lightning around your hands just light up. One of these hits where each one staggers her back, so you just hit her in the solar plexus. The wind just blows out of their lungs, and then another right haymaker to the neck. You see their eyes kind of going hazy for a second as they kind of few steps back. They try to take out the steel sword. You kick the sword back in the hilt and just hit them with another elbow. Each hit just rocking them as blood starts to trickle down their face. They look a little panicked as this power that they didn't know maybe that you had just catches them completely off guard. But they're looking pretty rough. Like each hit is just like you smacking a piece of thin bark cracking.
I'm gonna like keep both my hands on her shoulders and just kind of like, this one's mine. And if I'm pushing her back, can I push her like over here and away from people? Is that possible? Walking a little bit. I
Well,
just don't want to be near that other kid.
Well, technically, if you're doing your unarmed strikes, you get your
Oh,
You will take an opportunity attack from the other Gith.
yeah. If you move out of there,
I have Crusher.
Yeah, so you can automatically move them
Okay. Yeah.
in
So
any
I'm
direction.
So she'll go 5 feet back. We're just gonna edge towards this crystal and edge away from the fight.
Don't do that.
so this
No.
guy, if you move away from that Gith that's beside you, they'll get an opportunity attack on you.
They'll smack you.
Son of a bitch.
But you can knock that one down so they
Okay.
can.
Well, yeah.
be
I'll
further
push
away.
her out of the way.
Yeah.
She can go
Okay.
fuck off.
So you'll push your sister 5 feet that way towards the moon.
Yeah.
Okay. So you say that last mighty hit, lightning just exploding in all directions, little phases of blue light kind of clashing with the yellows and the pinks and the purples in here, kind of sent them hurtling towards Luann. You just look at everyone, this one's mine, and you just keep moving forward. Good turn, I'd say. Jeez,
Oh my God.
crazy.
I'm so relieved that that's how that went. You scared the shit out of me. You killed me. So glad that that's how that.
Well, that's Ralla's go. So I believe we have
Luane
Luann
and Clara.
and Clara left.
Yeah, okay. Where are you at, Clara? Are you... what are you up to right now? I'm trying to see
Clara
the...
is overwhelmed, but I think
Okay.
that if you're kind of looking for strategy, she'll be sort of heading over towards the Arcana Loth.
Okay. Okay. I know I'm kind of wedged between two Gith right now. And this circle around Hermitha, that's Spirit Guardians?
Correct.
So anything that goes within it.
Yeah,
Got
so
it.
anything that starts their turn in it will trigger it.
Okay.
Or if Hermitha goes into their space, it'll trigger.
Beautiful. Okay. I'm going to Superman punch the one in the front. I'm basically going to almost like feint a mace attack, and I'm just gonna jump and just pull back into an unarmed strike. Towards.
So this is the one that has not been touched very much.
Yes.
I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going for a unarmed strike into a grapple maneuver.
Okay.
Right.
You could use your mace with a grappling maneuver.
I don't think I have grappling maneuver as of 2024
Oh.
rules. I don't think that's a maneuver in 2024 rules. I believe so. I tried to look for it. I do not have it anymore, so I think I'll have to go in with Superman Punch.
All right.
I'm gonna go for this, and then if they stay strong, I have other things up my sleeve. Okay, so that's not too pretty. That's a 14.
A miss. This Githyanki particularly, if you look at the arrangement of these knights, they're not wearing their steel armor. That some of them are poking out of their clothing. Some of it looks a bit tarnished. Some of them don't have all pieces of them. But the one that this one looks like is a bit of a beefier, taller figure. High cheekbones, some dark colorations on their dark green skin. Looks a bit jaded and fractured in some places. Shaylock is a little bit, I think she's like more medium-sized, a bit on the smaller side, right, Rella? Yeah, and so the Githyanki Knights here are just, some are bigger than others, but this one's like more of a berserker type. The tallest and the most beefiest of them all. So when you go to that Superman punch, they just catch your fist in the air. So you go down and they're just holding it as they just stare at you in the face. What would you like to do?
Can I interrupt really fast? Sorry.
Yes.
Were you trying to simply grapple, Lewin? Did you want to grapple, if I heard that correctly, or?
Yeah, so I was going to go for an unarmed strike, and because of the new rules, I think you can go straight into a grapple. But I can attack twice, so I think I might try it again, but I know I can just go in for the grapple.
Okay, good. Okay, I wanted to make sure, because I was making sure you weren't, like, missing out on something you wanted to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm going to, I think after...
Fate wills it.
Yeah, fate wills it. I think after they grab my fist, I'm basically going to take out my mace with one hand, and I'm going to go... Lewin's just beginning to look at him like, all right. Okay. And he's going to aim for their weapon hand and going for a disarming attack. Lewin wants to scrap with this guy, is basically what's happening. I'm going to go for a disarming attack with my mace.
Going for the silver sword, okay.
Yes. All right. Okay, let me add my range. That is a 19.
Yes.
That does hit.
Incredible. All right, so I do damage and then...
Maneuver damage.
A strength saving throw. Okay, yeah, that's right. So that is, I get a plus the 8 with my superiority die, which Morningstar damage is also a d8. So here's
Plus
damage.
your 2d8 lightning damage.
That's right. 5 plus 6, 7, 8, and then it's 2 others d8 on top of that if I use the lightning charge.
I think it just happens.
Okay, 8, and then I'll roll for my 2d8 lightning damage. 6. That's 14 damage in total.
Oof.
With the disarm. Okay. And so it has to do a strength saving throw, otherwise it drops silver sword. And Lewin just wants to scrap with this guy. Drop your weapon.
That is a strength saving throw?
Yes.
It's a 9.
A 9. So I don't remember how strength saving throws work. So is it against my strength or is it
yours
against my?
I think yours is 15.
My strength is 16.
So you should have a DC.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like your strength's DC basically. So you should have a DC in your sheet that says I have to pass a certain number for the skill check to work. Mages have like a arcane DC. Fighters usually have like a DC above their things, but I know that 9 fails for sure.
Okay, great. That's fine, because it doesn't say in the disarming attack description, and I'm looking for it. I can't really find it, but that's great. I'll take it.
Do you get a free action to pick up the sword?
I can't.
DM?
I don't believe so, because I can attack.
To pick it up, yes, not to use it, but you could.
You can,
just if it's near you could
pick it up.
I'm gonna pick it up. I will do that.
Pick it up.
Because
Don't
mechanically
let
he
him have
didn't.
it.
Yeah,
Don't
he
let
didn't
him
like
have it.
grapple my arm when he blocked. Right, that was just like mechanically just a block and just wrench away. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to basically. He catches my fist. I pull it back, disarm, and I grab the sword.
Heck yes.
And I'll have
Okay.
sword in hand and mace.
You have a Githyanki silver sword, which is probably one of the most finest pieces of weaponry
Holy.
in the multiverse. Like, it's definitely one of the most feared weapons in the Astral Sea.
Cool.
It's
Is he
made with
mad?
the finest materials. It's made with the sharpest blades that have cut
Glorious.
down so many aberrations, and huge monsters have been a part of wars.
Glorious.
And so all of these Githyanki, like we said, they're kind of wearing these sort of bounty hunters for hire sort of garb. They're not in their usual shining Githyanki knight armor that like a gleaming knight of old would wear. There's some parts of it gleaming through tattered leathers and discarded shirts. And some of them are wearing, casino wear as well as uniforms. But as you see this more hurly-burly, this more muscle-bound Githyanki kind of stare you down, takes your fist with its hand, you go, all right. With your elongated mace, the chain wrapping in the light, wraps around the hilt of the silver sword. You just pull it out of the scabbard and you just grab it. You're like, all right. And he just looks at you, just gives you this look of like, you did not just do that. Like, he is going to bring the hurt.
Come on, then.
The silver sword, as it goes into your palm, it's heavy. It has a weight to it. The look of it is this shining silvered steel. The blade is not just a straight shape. It has this sort of, what do you call it? Sort of a radius arced, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a webbing that kind of arcs in, points, and then arcs in again.
Oh, like serration.
And then a little bit,
Yes,
but it's got a
okay.
kind of a curve on it that has a point and then curves in again, and then has a point at the end of it with this intricate filigree design that has all these winding sort of designs and shapes spun throughout it. It's got a red gem near the hilt of the blade on the steel blade itself, and the hilt itself is gold. And it has this configuration where the gold hilt kind of comes out in these curved blades at the end, and has a red ruby in the middle as well, with a shining
Very
golden
nice.
handle. And as you're kind of
Perfect.
looking at it, it's gleaming in all of the different colored light that's around you. A symbol of the Astral Sea, of might and strength of the gift, is in your hand currently, in the hands of a skilled fighter. Anything else?
Bonus action if you have one.
I do, and I'm actually going to. How far away is? I'm actually going to feel the heft of my hand. Yeah, this gleaming sword. I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to look over to Rala, and I'm going to, Rala, this is yours, and I pass it over to Rala.
Oh my god, do I have to do something to catch that?
With my
So,
bonus action, if I can pass
You've
it.
used all of your, or you want to use your bonus action?
Can
to
I use my
throw
bonus
it?
action to pass it? Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
Okay. Not attack, just like a relocating of the object.
Make me an athletics check
Okay.
to just toss it. Won't be a high DC, but
All
if
right.
you're low, it might miss her.
That's fine. That's fine. That's a 17.
Ooh.
10 plus my 7 strength, so. Gah, throw the sword.
Rala, you've used most of your actions
Yeah.
at this point. So I'll say roll me a dex check just to see if you grab it in the air. And if you roll too low, it might just pass by your feet.
I'm
Just
shaking,
Luna notices
man.
this is
Fuck.
this is a Rala weapon through and through. Just the
That's an
design of it. It's like
19.
That's 19.
catch that
So
sucker.
you catch the silver sword from this Githyanki guard. Rala! As you're walking towards your sister in this sort of Terminator-like visage.
She looks mad as hell.
Yeah, mad as hell. One goal in mind. The rest of the world doesn't exist in this moment. You've gone into a different mode. The training that you've gone through is suddenly kicking in this moment, and you don't even look at the blade. You just catch it, and you keep walking forward towards your sister. You've got us. You now are in the a monk is in the possession of a Githyanki silver sword.
Well, that's what she was trained for anyway.
This is gonna get interesting. Okay.
Let's do this.
Anything else?
Yes.
We're just
Clara. Yep.
Clara.
Let's go.
Well, I think, just FYI, the green dot, I think was fairy fire, because I think the pink dot on me is
Right.
concentration.
That's right.
There
Just
you go.
FYI. But what Clara is going to do as she's popped into existence and just like seeing her friends taking a bunch of damage, this is a gamble, but she's just going to like storm up to the Arcanoloth, just muttering to herself, upset that she was in another dimension. And I'm going to try to cast Contagion on them.
Oh.
Okay, so you're getting like.
You're gonna suffer for it! So I need a con save.
So you're going right up to here on them?
Yep.
I love angry Clara.
Okay.
She like pulls her sleeve feathers up.
I'm gonna get
Over
you!
here.
Just like a Disney movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Foghorn Leghorn. Like. Boy, I said.
I'm gonna make you sick. So what?
Oh,
she
we
has
lost
to make
the
a save.
Okay.
Counter spell.
Oh.
Huh?
But 1 second.
She can't
What?
see you
Can't
casting it.
see it. Fuck. Yeah,
Is
can't.
it-
They are blind. They can't see you. Yeah. Okay.
Fucking Hestia is the best.
All right. Okay. What am I rolling?
Con.
On save.
Oh no.
That's a 7.
Okay. So,
That's a 7.
you are poisoned
Mhm.
and take 15.
That's a high level spell. More. More.
51 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What?
It's a 5th level spell, but it's one of those where I say it's a gamble. Is if they succeed, there's no half damage. It either works or it doesn't.
Oh
So
my
it's
gosh.
51 points of damage.
my
They
gosh.
are poisoned, which you will have to make a saving throw at the end of each turn. And I will be inflicting you with disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Biblically accurate Clara moment. Yes. The rot druid for real.
Yep.
Yes.
Describe to me what Clara's contagion looks like
So
as a shroom druid.
as she walks up and she rolls up her feather sleeves and starts casting the somatic components, you basically just see like a cloud of spores in her hands just grow and grow and grow until the point where she like touches the creature on the chest, like right in the middle, and then you see just black start infiltrating their veins, up their neck, down their arms, like across, and they're shaking, and like black liquid starts pouring out of their mouth. Like literally the mushrooms are rotting them from the inside out.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Clara started The Last of Us.
She's the reason that clickers are real. So that's my action, and then I'd like to use my bonus action to call on Truffy with my root suit and have the vines kind of pull out, and you see 4, not just this cloud, but 4 giant vines, Displacer Beast style, coming up in a root suit riot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's freaking go.
I was hearing this.
Root suit riot. Let's go.
Yep. I'm so sorry, Kevin.
trophy in the bag. Just
No, I'm sorry.
Now
Uh-oh.
his turn.
Because this is what happens.
Oh,
So,
gosh.
as you walk up to Zarkanaloth, as we've called Shemi, you start to display that necrotic sort of radius of the infestation of your myconoid ability. The roots start to grow out from underneath the wood, stone, and porcelain tile of this gaming area as they start to just be this corrupted sort of black vines that start to crawl their way over, and you contagious touch, correct? Yeah, so you pull up those feathered sleeves, grab Shemi by their opulent garment of these sort of sheer sleeves that have these sort of almost look like darkened vines and roots that are woven into their garment, with a turquoise kind of coloration that goes down here and a deep sort of merlot red from their nice dress, and that sort of aqua green vibrant headdress that kind of comes out and furls out behind their neck, and this sort of metal circlet that they're wearing as well. As soon as you touch their arm, bits of that material just start to corrode and fall off. Bits of the contagion start to infect the garments that they're wearing themselves. So the turquoise and aqua blue and the merlot starts to be twisted and dampened, like it's also being infected as well. And you see in her eyes are starting to change color as the veins in her fur start to be corroded and climb up the arm. And you can see her just as they're blind and don't know what's happening, so they're looking around, and just your feathered hand grabs them, and they immediately know where you are, and it just catches them off guard as the infestation starts to grow up. Little bits of black ichor come down the corner of their mouth as they start to keel over. I don't know what you're doing, but this is my realm you're in, and you're not as clever as you think. And you just see the area around them start to shift. The winds that were kind of, if there was any wind in here picking up and moving one direction, suddenly it goes over to the other. And you see those blackened veins start to, as they were crawling up, you just feel this force come off of the Arcanaloth, just, and bits of your feathers kind of fly back. The infestation starts to crawl back down to the source from your hand. Not fully, but they are resistant to poison damage.
It's necrotic damage.
Necrotic damage? Oh, sorry.
With the poisoned condition.
So that's it. They are immune to the poison condition.
That's fine. I'll
but
take
they will take the 50 points of necrotic damage. So as the poison, as the corruption of the veins and the poison starts to draw up to their arteries, you can see her willing the poison to go back down to the source, but the wilting of the skin, the fur starting to fall off, the clothing itself being struck by you infiltrating their body, they start to keel over a little bit, but they're hanging on. But that was a massive hit.
That's it. I'm good.
Yep, that's it.
It's now
No
your turn.
big deal.
It's your turn.
It is now my turn.
Yeah.
All right. Get ready, everybody. Here comes the pain. Okay. As I miss all my attacks. Okay. Louis. As this Githyanki Knight stares at you with just infinite amount of disrespect and rage, embarrassing them in front of their fellow Githyanki warriors, stealing their silver sword, giving it over to the enemy. They just look at you, and the rage starts to become twisted
Oh gosh, they're freaking
into
barbarian,
a laugh. As they look at you, and just this rage of like, you just didn't do that, and they almost lose control of their emotion for a minute, and you can see them kind of like trying to control themselves. You just see them just calm. It's almost like they're talking to themselves, like, calm down. You're gonna regret that. Puts out their hand and casts telekinesis on you.
Oh.
I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw against a telekinetic force? Will do. Oh no, it's not too great. It's a 16.
As he reaches out to you, feel your whole body just suddenly just become rigid as you feel some sort of force tightening around your chest. But you steal it off and you break the connection. Passed.
Stress.
Okay, yeah, he wasn't kidding.
Oh, you gotta start saying that earlier. Oh my god.
Damn, okay. No, this guy over here, we're gonna scrap.
They look at you again.
Fate wills it.
It's gonna take more than that, lad. Come on.
Whoa.
Let's test your fate today. And they start to crack their knuckles as they just dum, 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 and they're just going for 3 unarmed strikes. No, 2 unarmed strikes, my bad.
With the telekinesis spell?
Not with it, but one of them was to do that. So you got 2 other attacks.
What? They're Gith Knights. I mean,
Yo, we
it makes
level 10
sense.
now.
That's
we level
true.
10.
That's true. We need to start stepping up our game, and they are too.
I want to cast 3 spells in one turn.
We're same.
Well, it's 3 attacks with the sword, but they can use telekinesis instead of one of them.
I see.
But so yeah, the first one is an 18 to hit.
Let me see. I believe that. Okay, so 18 is my armor class, so he meets it.
So that just hits.
Okay.
And the
Can
second
I
will
use as a reaction my bracer,
be... Yeah.
which will put me to a 21? So I'll activate it
That'll
as
hit.
a reaction. Okay. It'll hit the 21.
It'll block it.
Oh, it'll block it. Okay. All right. The first one, at least.
Yeah.
Kind of like the gumption on this guy. It's a problem.
So he goes in for a hit. You put up your bracer. The energy field goes up them. Smacks that. Goes in for a second one as a haymaker. And that one was a 23.
Oh, he hits. He hits that one. He gets
Oy.
it.
Okay.
He gets a good smack in. It's all right.
So he's
So
doing
be
an
it.
unarmed strike, which I believe is 1 plus his strength modifier. Or no, the round damage. Okay, so that one will be. Oh, come on. 4 points of bludgeoning damage as I roll double ones. So
Yeah.
goes in for that one, just barely able to dodge and bob and weave as it just kind of skins off the top of your forehead there as it kind of nicks you, and you're just able to step back just in case. That was all of their attacks, though.
All right. I survived him for 1 round. Let's go.
Okay. So
I like
that
it.
is going to be him. Going over to Rala, you've got a knight behind you that still has their sword.
How do I add the sword really quickly to my D&D Beyond? What do I need to write for that?
I will tell you what it does. It's not a equipable weapon, but
Okay.
I have made it so for this fight with my own little homebrew thing. So this will be 3 attacks against you, Rala, from the knight that's beside you.
Love it. Bro, I need better armor. I need to wear something better than this.
We'll go shopping. for
squishy as
armor
hell.
after this. Yeah.
Girl, if I live.
That's an unnatural 20 on the first one. That's a natural 20 on the second
Oh.
one.
Oh!
And a natural 20 on the third
What?
one. I'm not
That's what I
not
get.
kidding.
That's
I don't know
the-
how I could lift this up.
What?
That's I rolled well on
Yeah.
my first turn, so yeah, the dice just had
So
to
be it.
hurt me
There's
back.
a
So
20
be it.
there, and there was a 20 on the...
Oh,
Oh, God.
I'm gonna die again, just so you guys know.
Nah, hold on. I'm gonna lock in.
We'll get you back up.
Holy crap.
Bro,
okay.
the trauma alone of dying, getting up, better level up this motherfucker.
This, literally 3 attacks and one of them's a crit. I can't even roll that amount of dice. I have to go to D&D Beyond.
So
I took
be
like
it.
130 fucking hit points last time, so.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I feel like Hermith's cooking something up back there.
I have like no.
I can feel it.
I
like,
got
trying to
plan
go
A
through- I'm
and
trying
plan
to go through my
B.
reactions. Like,
That's it.
You can deflect one of them and reduce the damage, but I don't think you're gonna hit 0.
can I even?
Yeah, you
It's
can do
deflect
one of them.
missiles is
Yeah.
my-
You can do it with attacks with Monk 2024.
I'll
You did it.
try.
Yeah.
If it's even worth it.
You're at what, 50 hit points?
I have
Yes.
everything Hermitha gave me, and that is it.
Okay, so we got 4d6 on one hit,
Jesus, that's it.
4d6 on the second hit,
I think you got it, man.
and then 8d8 on this is 16d6.
Ah. Oh.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. I'm dead. Don't worry.
What a freak.
D&D Beyond's rolled 42 points of slashing damage
Like for all of it?
for all of it.
Okay.
All of it?
Wow.
There
You
was a
rolled
lot of
garbage
low
roll.
rolls.
That was a
A
garbage
lot of
roll.
low rolls.
Thank
wills it.
God.
Fate
Oh
wills
my.
it indeed.
42 points of slashing damage.
Oh, I need to do that goal.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
There was a lot. It was like 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 6. Yeah, holy cow. Okay,
Carrie.
so as you are single focused towards your sister, walking with purpose, catch the silver sword, you've just lost your sense of
Never get
self-awareness
too locked in.
in this battle. As you're single-minded towards your sister, the other Yankee Knight behind you just screams at you, and it kind of just takes you out of yourself, and you look behind, it's too late as 3 slashes on the back, one sticking and just drives the stabbing motion into your ribcage, falling down to the ground as you just look back behind you as the Yankee Knight stares at you with a ready stance, ready to take you down. So that's going to be their hit.
Oh, there's still more.
Just to interject, do they
Mhm.
take damage at the start of their turn if they're still in Spirit Guardians, or at the?
Yeah. Yeah.
Should be at the start, so that one will take that hit.
Do I roll it or do you?
Yeah, you can roll that damage.
It's-
Okay.
4th level.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. We
Yeah,
went in.
They went for it.
No, I'm not mad at that. It feels like one of those times where you should. All right, so it should be 48. Let me see, or is it still 3? No, it's 48. All right. Did y'all do Radiant? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
yep, got it.
And Kev, you
Rolling
still have
in
to
the-
make a save.
Yes, I was wondering if you just made the one save. Oh, is it the start of their turn?
It's at the start of their turn they make the save.
This
but
is
then
their
they still
first
take-
turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. You have to make a I didn't know if they had been in there for a round. My bad. I think you have to make a wisdom save. Yes, and I'll let you know if you make it.
10.
You don't make it. It's a great day to be me.
And Rala's sister's also in there.
Yeah, at the start
Oh.
of the sister's turn, they'll have to do
Oh
it.
crap!
Well,
Crap.
that's fine.
Girl, the die. Oh, I'm in the wrong sheet, child.
put a
I was
healing
trying to
potion
roll
down,
dice
so-
here. There we go. All right, that damage. Rolling it now, because even if you failed, you'd have took half. 18
18 points of radiant
of
damage.
radiant. Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
So you see them walking through your spirit guardians, blazing through this gaming arena as they walk up to Rala. like the forms of your spirit guardians just attacking them. And I think we established your spirit guardians looks like a bunch of bows and arrows, correct?
They're my brothers.
That's
with their
right.
bows. Yes. So they step forward and take aim.
So various humanoid figures, elven figures coming out from the radiant circle, taking various bow attacks as they strike down Rawl, but for each attack, these arrows of radiance just hit them in the side and in the chest, buckling down a little bit, which makes sense why the damage didn't take hold too much. They're a little off their game with each slash. But yeah, they do take that damage. Okay, so that's going to go. Next, we're going to go up here with our boy, Taylor. You as well. These two get the Yankee Knights at the ready. Having been slashed from your steel wind strike, you kind of reappear from where you started. Them kind of buckled down from the slashes that they took. Take him. I'll focus on the others. One of them reaches up with their hand, and they're doing telekinesis on you. I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Is this a spell?
Technically, yes.
Okay, strength saving throw. Goodness sakes. Taylor is not strong. That is 14.
You just save as they reaches it out to you, and you put your fists together, the runes, the tattoos lighting up as the connection is felt, but you're able to ricochet it off. The other one is also going to do a telekinesis on you. Make me another strength saving throw.
No, that's a 6.
You're able to block off the first one, but the other one goes through it as well. Like a freight train, this bus of force hits you from the side like a massive hand, just grabbed you in place. You are restrained at the moment as this one's gonna come up and do 2 more strikes on you.
Would Taylor know the spell as it was happening?
You're a pretty formidable caster. You would know the force of the spell coming at you. Telekinesis.
Can I counterspell?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Yeah, I will counterspell.
Okay, it is a 5th level spell. It was a 2024 counterspell. You have to make the Constitution save, or I'm making a Constitution save.
It says the creature makes a Constitution save.
Okay. Oh, it was out of the tray. That was a high number. That's a low number. That's a 9.
I appreciate your honesty.
Fails. Oh, jeez.
So once again, the telekinesis wraps from the front. We're able to deflect it. The other guest reaches out with their telekinetic ability. You're able to just counterspell it away with a hand gesture as the runes light up with energy. Just like a sort of a Tai Chi move, you're able to redirect the energy as the force just goes off into the air. You are not restrained, but they are going to do 2 attacks each to you.
Yeah, I was worried about eating my reaction for this, but...
That's a natural 20 on that one.
All right.
This is what I had. I swear. Not me pulling things. If I had the detachable camera, I'd do the thing.
Oh my gosh.
That's a natural 19. Okay.
Oh, I felt it.
The panic in that moment when he goes, "That's a natural." Like, again?
That's another natural 19. A 3. So, 3 hit, 1 misses.
Oh, what a low roll.
You're going to be mad at me.
Why is that?
You will see a weave open up as a Valkyrie-like image comes behind, and as soon as these strikes hit, a orbiting rune around will absorb one of the hits, and absorb another hit, and absorb another hit.
They just absorb, like, no damage at all. They just take the
So I
hits.
roll a d6, and on a 3 or higher per rune, it will take the damage.
And this is a reaction?
It's his runic trance ability.
Okay.
It was a bonus action that Tank brought up previously.
Last
and then he
turn.
could use his reaction to.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, Tank, do you want to describe what this runic ability looks like as these Yankee Knights come out with their silver swords gleaming and going in for these cleaving motions to you?
So yeah, like I said, you'd see a visage kind of a Valkyrie? We'll say of the past. So like this dark bluish armored Valkyrie kind of wave into time, wave through time, open up a little pierce, and these attacks come in, and these runes light up and just start to deflect, and you'll see Taylor just kind of take a little move, like he preemptively knew those attacks were coming from the blessings of his runic trance. But he has no more runes around him, so he's very vulnerable right now.
They are done. So as the swords come to your into your vicinity, you kind of have this glazed look on your eye as you're kind of like in the fight, and then you just take a second to concentrate. The runes light up once more, and almost like you're not even looking at them, like you're just off somewhere else, and almost like someone else is guiding your abilities. You're kind of looking off, and as the sword comes towards you, just through all the motions, and they just can't seem to hit you, and just look at each other like, what the hell's going on? And they just stand at a ready stance as you're just looking down at the ground, just, and they're a little confused. They're not really sure what's going on, but they're just looking at each other, just waiting to see what the next attack's gonna be. Damn, dude. Okay.
Fucking awesome.
It's for the chat. It's his runic trance ability is like an Asgardian mirror image. So, yeah.
All right. Next, we come to
Arcanoloth, yeah.
your sister, Rella,
Oh my goodness, yes.
as they are still up. Bloodied, hurt. They're gasping for air from the huge hit that you struck with. As they start to get up, look over at their other companions. Their silver sword, I believe, is still in their possession. As they use the blade once more to kind of support them up. Protect the Kithrak! They stand up, look over. Kithrak is what they said.
Can I figure out who that is? Is there any way that I can look at these people and figure out which one that is?
Make me an intelligence check. And for this, since you are a monk, I'll let you use in this sort of check to maybe insight or deduce what's going on, because this is Githyanki, because these are your people. I'll let you use your class, what am I trying to say? Your class mod,
Proficiency,
class skill, proficiency.
Wisdom,
Yes, that's
yeah.
what I'm trying to say. I'll let you use wisdom for this. So roll a d20 and add your wisdom
Okay.
modifier.
Okay.
You're so wise.
It's 18. It was 16 plus 2.
16 plus 2, 18. These guards, these Gith, are protecting Shemi. She is referring to Shemi.
What the fuck?
Would we know if,
Rala will say that out loud.
with that remark, could we tell if like they're controlled mentally by
Actually,
Shemi?
That's a gift word, man, and to use that
Rala's
towards
gonna
Achaidh.
turn over her shoulder to her friends and point to the Achaidh and say, "That's the leader. That's their person."
Heard.
Don't worry, I got it!
Is there before she attacks me? Before she attacks me, can I like say it? Do I have like time to talk?
Sure.
Okay.
Also, wisdom saving throw, Kevin, for Spirit Guardians.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
the-
absolutely.
Yeah.
22.
Who? Half damage.
Okay, Ralla's gonna just like kind of stare at her sister and just, this is to rock. This fox is your Kithrak? Your father was a Githlock, was a healer, a farmer. You were a monk. Why are you with them?
They just kind of look at you,
No.
and they take the hit from the radiant damage.
Fucking.
The energy surging from the Spirit Guardians as you look at them in the eyes. There's a little bit of a familiarity that pulls towards you. You can see the conflict from within kind of struggling as
Yep.
like a long lost friend kind of shouting them from beyond.
Yep.
Okay.
As they look at you in your eyes, 2 golden arrows hit them in the chest and in the neck. Breaks off the ethereal bows. The Kithrak! Protect the Kithrak!
They're being mind controlled.
And they are going to rush over, sword out, and run over to Clara.
Are we seeing green,
Oh,
like
Lord.
green energy anywhere? Is anything seem familiar as to like the hold that they're under?
Or pink.
Or I guess pink as well.
Because our Canaloth is pink.
Mhm.
Right.
In this light, it's hard because everything's drenched in pink light.
Okay.
So it's kind of hard to determine that specifically. But, Luen,
Yes.
you hear this behind you. You're dealing with the Githyanki Knight in front of you,
Mm.
and you hear her sister say, protect the Kithrak, and can just, with her being in the vicinity, can kind of, your spatial awareness can feel her moving away from you. Do you want to use your reaction to...
He already
mount?
did.
I
You already
did use
did?
my reaction for
For
the
the shield.
for the,
Oh, sorry,
for the
that's
shield
right.
against. Yes, it's all
Yeah.
right. Ah,
So
rats.
your sister starts to walk up behind Clara.
Yes.
Is going to make 3 attacks.
No. Oh.
Mad as hell. Mad as
So,
hell.
Kevin,
hell.
I did just want to be clear that in my bonus action, Truffy did the root suit, so
Yeah.
he is on me, so my AC has increased.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Evangelion Truffy.
Mm-hmm.
22 to hit.
Yeet.
18 to hit.
Yeet.
24 to hit.
Yes.
Oh my
I'll
gosh.
hit. She's fine.
Okay.
She's at full health.
Yeah, these hit hard.
I have faith.
So this is going to be... $12d6.
Each hit is
46.
46.
Oh.
Maybe she's not okay. Just keep going.
38 points of slashing damage.
Oh goodness.
I'm fine.
Don't say that.
I know.
Don't say that. Okay.
That is going to be their turn. Then we finally come to Shemi.
Mm-hmm.
Still blind, which I believe they get a chance to become unblinded.
But they
At
have,
the end of their turn, I believe.
Correct.
and isn't it disadvantage on con with?
No,
the poi-
because he was immune to the poison
okay.
condition. Yeah.
Okay.
I would have loved that. But no.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay. Sorry, guys, just calculating something.
You do your thing, even though it makes me scared.
Yep. Anxiety. Oh no. Oh no.
Stop that. He's
I don't like it when we
measuring
can see
for
it.
us. Yeah.
But also, don't forget that your map is not to scale.
This one is.
Aha.
Just that right there.
Okay.
10,
Well, excuse you.
15.
Okay.
I made sure I aligned it this time so we could use the tool.
Okay. Okay.
They are gonna do their ability,
Their ability.
Arcane Flux.
What the freak?
An arcane energy is going to burst around one creature. She can see. God damn it.
Oh, great idea on the blinding. Oh my
Frickin'
gosh.
Oh.
Oh.
I was inspired by Hestia, I must say.
Hestia
She
really
can be
pulled
very
through.
inspiring.
Duck.
We're all becoming clerics of Hestia after this.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Hestia.
I know that hurt.
This is the lamest prank.
He froze. We froze a DM. That's
Double
know,
check
we
on
broke
blindness,
it.
deafness. Make sure it's not the start of their turn.
I can't.
You know what? As the contagion is being affected, they're surging through, their eyes still scarred and congealed and dark from the blindness deafness spell. This is not a game you can win. This is my realm. I am not giving this up. Let her fight. Invisible.
Hello? Oh,
Oh,
Trixie.
you whore.
That's good.
Cute.
That's smart. That's weird.
I'm also going to roll to
That's
see if I get out
suspicious.
of the blindness.
Oh, that's gonna suck if.
So what am I? It's con. Correct?
I think so.
Yeah, con. Please.
Yes, it is. I'll let you know.
15.
No.
Oh! Yes! Oh!
And I believe if they walk away from you while invisible, you don't incur opportunity attack because you cannot see them.
I'll let you do it however you want because you're the DM.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, I'll do it rules as written. I'm just.
Well,
You
I
can
just know
see.
rules
You
is
have to
written.
see him. You have to see him.
Yeah.
It says you make opportunity attacks against a creature you can see leaving your reach.
There you go.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you, Jake.
Okay.
That's
So,
smart. That's smart.
that will be their turns. It's over to you, Crystal Vanguard. What would you like to do?
Let me do something really quick. As a bonus action, you'll see him lift 2 runes out of his pack, and he'll bring back 2 runes with a 2nd level spell, expending a 2nd level spell slot. And then he's going to, you'll see those runes start to go in like a alternating pattern. And it'll seem like time will shift, and he's going to cast slow on everyone.
Oh!
Because it's a 40-foot cube, and it can basically cover the whole map. So slow, it's a concentration. Affected target speed is halved. It takes a -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws. Can't take reactions, and on its turn, it must take a bonus action, an action, and it can only make 1 attack with that action. If it casts a spell with a somatic component, there's a 25% the spell fails as it can't make gestures quickly.
Okay.
But they have to make a wisdom saving throw to get affected by it.
Use your rune for...
I expended a second level spell slot to bring back 2 runes. And then I casted slow.
Okay. Alright, so we're doing wisdom saves?
Yes.
Alright, so we've got 2, 3, 4, 5 Githyanki. So here we go.
And it's 6 creatures, so yeah, I can get every...
So yeah, 5 Githyanki and the Arcanoloth. We'll do the Githyanki first. So this one here is a 15.
Fail.
This one here. Natural 1.
Sweet.
Going over to Sissy. Natural 20.
Of course you
Success.
fucking
Total,
did.
for a
Of
total of
course.
25. Going down to the one attacking Rala.
I'm getting so mad at her.
Are you fucking serious, bro? That's another natural 1.
Oh,
Fail.
I got
Dude.
scared.
Kevin just became Kyle with that. That was crazy. Are you freaking serious, bro?
Are you fucking...
There is, bro.
You want a burger? Eat a burger.
That's ice cream sandwich, bro.
bro.
Are you freaking serious, bro? Right now? Are you kidding me?
Ow. My heart. The one facing Lewin.
No, wait, no, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wait. I didn't mean it. Wait.
That's a 15 as well.
Fail.
Oh, Lord. I fail. But please don't do it again.
My sister.
And for the Arcanoloth,
Oh, Lord.
who is still blinded.
Thank
Mind
goodness.
you.
Does it affect the Arcanoloth, or is it creatures you can see in a
Oh,
40-foot
let me
cube?
see. I think it's everyone within the 40-foot cube. Yeah,
think
each
so, too.
target. But you can say target.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's you can't target things you can't see.
That's true. So
Unless it's a
succeed.
radius, it would work. But if it's like you have to choose the target.
But if
Each
it's a
target
radius,
must
we
succeed. You alter time of your choice. It says of your choice, but not
So it's
see.
of your choice, but because it's target, you have to be able to see them. I'm pretty sure.
So you alter time around up to 6 creatures of your choice within a 40-foot cube within range. Each target must make a wisdom save. I'll let it up to you.
Let me just look it up real quick. States you need to see your target, then you generally must be able to see it to set the cast spell on it. If you are attacking a creature you cannot see, you may be subject to rules for attacking unseen targets, which might grant disadvantage on your attack roll, but this is a save.
I mean, I can just roll for it or whatever you want.
Man. I will say, since it's target, you have to see the creature. I'm just
Okay.
going to make that call.
Sure. That's fair. So seeing that these two guys were affected by the spell, are these crystals floating above the air?
Like, yeah, they're bobbing like 10 feet above the air.
So I can run underneath it?
Yes.
So since they can't take reactions, 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, I'm going to pop right there.
What does it look like when your slow pops off? Is there any kind of Norse mythology that comes into that imagery? Is it just like a wave that hits everybody?
Yeah, you'll see like like as the runes are starting to spin, you'll see like threads of the 3 spinners start to come off those orbits and start to ripple out as time starts to slow, and you'll see the crystals start to slow down and little dust particles blow away slowly, and basically centered around Hermitha, it'll radiate out. And then as I see those 2 are taken, you'll see him just be like, next time, my friends, see you. And he'll start running and run next to Hermitha.
Okay. So yeah, Hermitha, you hear the footsteps of Taylor come behind you as that wave of energy just kind of falls upon the environment around you, and everyone suddenly gets enveloped in it, moving fairly fast. And once that wave hits them, they just all start to slow down immensely.
Interesting.
So
Well-
a lot of them are now a lot easier to hit, and they can't hit
I
as
love
often.
that. Beautiful. So, how does Rala look?
8 hit points.
I go over Death Ward.
Death
Just
Lord.
one little step. Death Ward for now. We'll see how that goes. And if you get knocked down, you at least get another round. So you won't die. Just so I can save the healing. I'm assuming when I move, that moves the circle just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and cast what's going to be super inconvenient for everyone. Oof. I already cast that. Dang it. Moved, cast, bonus action. I'll move this to hit this one right here. I'll use my spiritual weapon.
Got it. Make an attack roll. Their AC
All
will
right.
be -2.
Natural 20, 29.
Oh, yes!
Love
How does
that.
that taste? How does that feel?
Oh my goodness.
All right. Wow, did it actually take that into... Love that, D&D. Beyond cool. I wonder if it took that into account. I should have 40... Wait, was that 48?
If it's
No.
2d8, normally it should be 48.
That's what I'm thinking it is. Awesome. So that's 27 points of damage. And that damage is force.
We get the Yankees just slow, and now is a wicked easy target for those.
Yeah. That's so cool. It took that into account. So yeah, it gave me the bonus die. And yeah, as a bonus action on that, you can move the weapon, blah, 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 blah. I was trying to see if they have any extra force stuff. But no, yeah, it's just 27 of force damage.
Oh, yeah.
27. Good lord. So yeah, once again,
My friend!
Oh,
as
once,
oh yeah,
Yes.
sorry, 1 second. Is the tomb on the ground somewhere?
the tome,
Yeah.
their book,
Yeah.
they still
yeah.
have it in their possession. I
Oh,
believe.
I thought you said it
I thought it.
it blew up and they were separated.
it let out an energy, but I don't know if we ever confirmed if it was completely exploded or anything.
I was under the
Definitely.
impression it flew across the room somewhere. Or
Because I know I hella critted it, and then it pulsed us apart from each other, but I didn't check up on what happened after.
Yeah,
It released
I'll say
Clara
that-
though.
Yeah, I think for flavor, it flew
Okay.
off of them and they fell, but it was
Okay.
still in their possession. Yeah.
I was gonna grab it if it was anyway.
So be it. So be it.
Anyway, go ahead.
Okay.
That's my
Um,
turn. Don't forget you have Death Ward if you get hit, Rala.
Thank you.
I'll put a marker on you, so because visual aids are fun.
What does that gift look like? The one in front of me.
The one that attacked you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as Hermitha runs up, seeing that all the Gith that were affected by the time stop spell, the slow spell, rushing in with the silver sword about to hit, and just see their eyes kind of darting around, but their physical form is just not adjusting to reality at the moment. So they're just looking kind of confused and just oh shit, a little bit of panic. as Hermitha kind of darts in, taps you on the shoulder. That sort of darkened energy sort of surges around you. You feel like a shot of adrenaline's kind of gone through your body for the moment that you can kind of do anything, as another bow strikes forward, hitting this gift knight right in the neck. As that slowed body's going down, looking around their eyes, those two more ethereal bow shots just into the neck.
Oh, I love Spirit Guardian.
Yes.
Hermitha, yes. Yes.
But it's you guys still have some moves left. What would you like to do?
Point of order, I did not do Constitution saving throws for the last attacks that were against me for maintaining Fairy Fire.
Correct.
So it was 38 total damage, however, that was in 3 hits. So would you feel confident saying that it was like 13 is the DC for each one?
Sure, let's do that.
Okay, I'll roll 3.
Cool.
Success on a 21. Ooh, fail with 7 with advantage, so I've lost Fairy Fire.
Ooh.
Okay, so no longer advantage on the 3 with green dots.
However, I will still make 4 non-lethal attacks at Rala's sister, who's in front of me and currently beating the crap out of me.
You'll go down.
All right, so as the truffy symbiote body starts to form, the 4 roots start to strike up like a mantis about to strike with the Dr. Octopus style attacks.
Okay, so the first one will miss. Second one,
So you're trying to beat
3.
16 now because of -2 from the slow.
Yep. Both 2 hits. 3 hits.
3 hit, okay.
So 8. Ooh. Oh my god, I can't do math. 14. 28 total bludgeoning damage with the 4 hits. Non-lethal.
As Rala's sister runs over to you, does those few sort of slashes at you. They're going for the next strike, and again slow down. And this form sort of rises as 4 of the tentacle roots are out. 2 of them land on the ground and kind of elevate your body. And just like 2 massive haymakers with fists ready, just 2 hits.
Oh, so badass. That's so badass.
Knocked out.
Okay.
Knocked out.
Yes.
Oh.
And then I will
She's knocked.
use my bonus action, because I'm hurt, to cast Healing Word at, I'm going to say 3rd level on myself. So I will roll that and I'll just put it in the chat so you guys don't have to wait for me to add it all up together.
Ooh.
Can
Freaking
I
Groot,
wanna write
Clara.
down what
Groot,
the-
Clara.
Basically,
yes.
I'm Groot now, yeah.
What was that, Vix?
I want to write down what the silver sword does so that I can be prepared to use it.
So you're basically going to use your attack mod like you would with your staff. And if you hit with it, you're going to do 4d6 psychic damage.
Okay.
Plus whatever the damage mod is for your
Holy.
And I'm using the stats from my blood spear because I don't have a staff anymore. That's the only weapon
Yeah.
that I have.
Yeah, your blood spear.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So you're going after the one that's behind you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing on that. Do I still have my? Because it says I have 2 attacks. Do I still
Yep.
have?
Yep.
2?
You get
Correct.
two swings, and then you can flurry after if you want.
If you've got the key points.
Alrighty. Oh, I've got all my key points actually. That's the thing I didn't.
Oh, I got the
That's
key
the one thing I
points.
didn't use. So I might be losing all of them, but I'm gonna. It's a 19.
That hits.
Just gonna swing again the second time as well. That's a 17 plus 9.
That hits.
Okay. Am I doing the same kind of damage as my blood spear as well?
So you're doing
4d6.
4d6 psychic damage.
+5. Or +6.
11 plus 6
5.
plus 5. 11 is 16.
16 damage.
Yeah. So
That was the first hit.
That's 2.
Yeah.
That was the first 2
Okay.
swords.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So you rolled 4d6, that's for 1 hit. And then you roll another 4d6
Oh.
for the second hit.
Oh!
Yeah, it's a
Not like
beefy
2
sword.
per? Oh!
It's beefy sword.
So the first damage was 16, and then you're gonna roll another 4d6.
Is...
No wonder those hurt so
That's
much.
a 10.
10 plus
altogether?
5.
Plus 5, 15.
15?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do Flurry of Blows as well.
Oh, man.
When I do Flurry of Blows, I would like to push them 5 feet back. That
Okay.
works. That's 18? Yeah, 18.
18 hits.
Here's my other dice, because that one's hard to read. That's a 9 plus 7, 16.
That just hits as well. So the flurry of blows hit, so you can roll damage on those too.
If only I knew what I was doing. Oh, that's a square one. Okay. Plus 3 and those 2 hits, so that is 11 for both. 5 and 6.
Plus
Oh, plus
6.
3. Plus 6?
Total
Yeah, your
for
damage
both.
mod.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
here's what happens. You get the death ward from Hermetha. The radiant arrows goes into the geth that's just still barely moving in place from the slow spell. Their body starts to pick up a little bit as the effect is like that fresh effect slows them to their slowest movement, and you can see them kind of struggling through it to go a little bit faster. This newfound energy, this adrenaline starts to surge through you. Bits of radiant energy are surging through your green like skin. So their veins are pumping with radiant energy for Hermetha, giving the go-ahead to strike. And with this newfound sense of you can't even die if it happens. There is a warrior's adrenaline, this fire from the very dragon fire that you were raised to believe in starts to surge through you, that you in this moment feel immortal. That even if they kill you, you can't die. You have most of the time in battle a bit of a zero fear complex, but in this moment it is absolute. As that surge goes through you, Hermetha then goes off with the rest of the battle. The silver sword in your hand, you're just looking at this Gith, thinking how they might have corrupted your sister, thinking maybe how they might have influenced them to work with this Arcanoloth. You don't know, but this whole facade, this mama bear persona takes over. Take the sword in your hand, just walk up to this Gith and just slowly stab them through the midriff. Strike down here. It's slowly slicing them through like a hot knife through butter.
Old habits.
Take it off, and you just look at them in the eye, and you see the pain. And you put that sword into your sash. 2 strikes as their body is moved in this slow force of movement as they. That final strike lit with flame from the fire ability that you have, and it pushes them out of the slow spell for a minute as their body just falls out of it, and they are dead. Unless you want to not
Oh, that's
kill
lovely.
them.
Oh
That's-
no, I wanted to.
That's not
Wants to.
sister. Yeah.
Old habits
Yeah.
die hard. She's killing.
So with that, I think that's a perfect moment to take our break, everybody.
Oh my god. Hello?
Wow.
So we will take a quick break here in the middle of the Fortune's Wheel battle. Refill the drinks, take a bathroom break, but don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, anybody. We'll be right back.
Oh my goodness.
And we are back. back. Thank you for letting us take a little bit of a break while we refill the drinks, stretch the legs, and all that good stuff. But we're going to get back to the Battle of Fortune's Wheel, which I believe starts with Llewyn's turn.
do this.
Having just decimated one of these Get Yankee knights, caught in the slow spell with a few slow and steady strikes of the steel sword, knocking them out of stasis on their ass, killing them in the moment. We take it back to you. You were facing off against one of these Get Yankee knights, still caught in the slow spell. What do you want to do?
So he's caught in the slow spell?
Correct. AC is
Okay.
-2. It's got a bunch of disadvantages.
All right. I'm about 5 feet away from this guy after disarming him and taking the sword, throwing to Rala. Llewyn, I don't think I've ever narratively mentioned this, and I don't think it'll take a move or anything just thematically because it's already kind of worked into my armor class, but Llewyn has his helmet tied to his waist. Llewyn's going to take it, put it on, slap down his visor, and I'm going to go in for a massive headbutt onto his face.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just an unarmed attack is what I'm going to go for.
Yeah. Got to beat a 16.
All right. So if he's slowed, is there any advantage on that or anything?
He did it.
Okay. Here we are. That's a 15. That's a 15 on the hit. I'm gonna attack again because I have 2 attacks.
Yeah, go for it.
Here we go again. Imagine just missing a head, but whoa. Okay.
The visor was a little too, not all the way down.
Slam it back down. That's better. That's a 16 on the raw.
There you go.
Plus 7 on the thing. This is just gonna be a D8 because I have the unarmed fighting style.
Oh, jeez.
I get 2. I have an additional one, so I'm dueling in that one. Here we go. That is a 7 plus 5. That's 12 on an unarmed, which is awesome.
Ooh.
Are you gonna grapple? That's
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna headbutt, grab him back after the rebound, and I'm going to throw him, or throw him into the Spirit Guardians is what I'm going to do. And
Okay.
I don't take any additional speed because I have the grappler feat, so I can move him. I just want to move him to the circle, so that should be very easily done. I'm just going to hip toss him behind me, almost just reversing his weight. Headbutt, grab, throw. That's what
So
I
I
do.
believe we have to do contested strength checks, but
Yes,
mine will
that's
be any minuses there, Tank?
I think it's just 2 dexterity.
Just dexterity. Okay.
Okay. Contested strength then?
It can't take reactions,
Okay.
so I don't know if you want to rule that.
I don't know if this would be a reaction. This is just a mechanic to determine if you
Yeah.
can throw him. Yeah.
Okay. That's an 18. Plus 3. It's a 21.
That's a 6 for me, my dude.
Let's
So,
go!
as this big hulking Yankee you've been squaring up with this whole entire time does not have their sword, taking a couple of shots at you. Now in the slowed spell, kind of walking towards you, their hand outstretched to like grab your throat. Suddenly slowed down, looking in all directions. Same thing, you kind of you do it twice. Second time you headbutt them, kind of takes like a smile and you go, all right, put down the visor, grab them by the head, just get extra heft, and you just see their nose just kind of break off to the side and blood drizzle down. They kind of go, "Argh!" You just see the wincing pain.
Oh my gosh.
And then their arm that's outstretched, you just take it and just pull them out of the stasis they're in, which requires a lot of strength because they're kind of like frozen in place. Toss them over into the Spirit Guardian
Let's go!
as the various radiant arrows start to get into their body. So they'll take that damage on the start of their turn.
Sounds good. Sounds good, no worries.
Anything else you want to do?
Bonus action.
I do have a bonus action. I'm going to does he look pretty wounded? I haven't really damaged him much, actually.
This one's pretty hardy. He's been the least
Okay.
hit out of them all, but he's been taking some hits.
Okay. I don't think I've used my second wind yet, or my
have
action
not.
surge. I mean, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action for a surge.
Okay.
And I'm going to go in with my mace now.
Ball the mace hits the ground as the chain rattles.
I believe I have one charge left for my. Well, that's for grapple. So it's lightning all the time, but for the grapple charge, for the extending, I think I have 3.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll use my lightning then. So let's go to hit.
Right.
I'm going to go at him with my mace here. That is a 15.
Just misses.
I didn't add the range yet. That's on me. 15. That's a 22.
That hits.
That hits. Okay, I'll go in for the mace attack. And I will add my 2d8 lightning damage.
And you can attack again as well. You got 2 attacks.
All right, I'm gonna go to finish him. Loon's going in
Okay.
for the kill here. Unless, are we knocking them out? Does this seem like something that's happening? I guess
Rala killed one of them
They're down.
already.
All right.
Cut
I
that
will-
guy in half.
I will follow suit.
So,
I'll follow suit. They've.
up to you.
Oh well, they're under control. Kind of.
They're also
I
mass
will-
space
I will-
murderers that go around Thanos and communities.
That's a good point. I will continue Rala's legacy. That's what we'll do. Okay. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10. So 10 lightning damage on top of its normal damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 10 damage on top of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 19 damage total
Oof.
Ooh.
Okay.
on the lightning.
That's a big
Of
hit.
total. Yep.
You get another attack.
All right, so I'm just gonna go shock him, and I'm gonna whip it back and going again.
I whip my mace back and forth. I whip my mace back and forth.
That's 2 7s. So that's 14 on the lightning.
Wee.
And then for the main, that's a 5 plus a 5. That's 10. So 14 plus 10. That's 24 damage. Tell
Those
me
are-
he's dead. I want to wreck him.
Those are Torben numbers.
Those are Torben numbers. Oh, I'll say that. Loon will say as the lightning charges through.
Ooh.
I will mutter to him through the mace charge, and I'll say, "This is for Torben," and I'll go. Whoosh.
Nice. Rose for da.
Ah!
As you have the mace chucking the this Githyanki knife caught in that slow spell, you go up to them, hit them in the head 2 times, grab the arm, fling them over your shoulder, still encapsulated in the slowed speed that they're in. They don't just get whipped in normal time. They kind of sort of falling as you're in normal speed. So as you hit them with your helmet, flip them over yourself, they're still falling free fall in the air. Get the mace on the ground.
Yep.
For Torben! As these massive lightning attacks hit them in the air, as their kind of feet are up and their head is over. One hit hits them in the face, the other one hits them in the chest as they move and jut slowly as they finally hit on
Like
the
Trevor
ground.
Belmont from Castlevania.
Nose is ripped off, scarring on the face, blood pouring down from every orifice as they slowly hit the ground. Their jaw is dislodged as they have one eye closed from the swelling that's starting to take hold as they start to lift themselves up. You dead. And just put their
Oh my
jaw
God.
back into place and they start to slowly rise. Still up.
Damn.
Well, that's our
my
turns.
That's my
Yep.
turn. That's it.
What a turn it was.
I would
my
like
gosh.
to move. Sorry, I would like to move.
Yeah.
Just since, I'm over here by myself.
Oh.
I think Clara's just gonna try to get closer to her party.
Did you kill that one, Clara?
I made her unconscious, so she's
Okay.
not dead yet. I think Clara's just kind of gonna back up behind this crystal. Yeah.
Yee.
Yeah. But then that's it. Then I'm done.
Okay. All right, so moving over there. Who else is up?
It's
for turn?
you.
Back to me now?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. We've got one Gith knocked out, one that's been disemboweled, one that has taken some heavy strikes to the face and abdomen, two more Gith that were over where Taylor was. Their speed is slowed,
Halved.
but their is halved.
Yeah.
But their ability to Misty Step is not, as they both use their bonus action to Misty Step.
But don't they have to pick with slow?
Yeah, that's all they get to do is Misty Step. On its turn, it can take either an action or a bonus action, not both.
Correct.
And it can only make one attack if it takes the attack action.
And pool for Kevin.
And are they still in my range?
The ones over by Taylor are out of the Spirit Guardians.
Gotcha.
They didn't Misty Step yet, because... But would they know if they could only do that?
Well, they can see the Spirit Guardians like fluttering around.
No. Would they know that they could only take an action or bonus action, or what?
That
would
they're not really aware of. Like, they just know they're in this tempered, slow state, and they're just trying to do the best they can with what they have. Oh man. Okay, let's see here.
We broke the GM. We
Don't-
broke the GM.
Don't taunt the GM. Don't taunt.
We love the GM.
It'll be like, and the
We love
crystals,
the GM.
the crystals open up, and the demons on the crystals come out.
That was really creative. You should not have said that. Tank.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Tank, why would you?
That was a really narratively good idea. We should probably never say anything like that ever again.
That's worse than taunting, I think. That was a bad thing.
Boss
So what
battle.
you could do,
phase
Kevin,
2.
is not do that.
It's not like I burnt all my spell slots.
Oh gosh.
And then the Elden Ring boss comes out of the crystal.
Tarnished, I am here.
Here's what I'm gonna do,
Okay.
because I can do this. Two of the Gith Knights, with their boss, their leader, their captain, seemingly disappeared. See that the slow spell is occurring. They can see their forms kind of taking shape in a radically different way that they're used to. They're not able to move through the air like they were. But they are knights. They can adapt. They've had many battles before. And they kind of, you see Taylor as you run off behind them, backing up with Hermith. They kind of look behind you and you see them just kind of moving their bodies around, and they kind of just look at each other, saying something telepathically, and they start running at full speed as they can against the slow spell. So they can only go 15 feet out of 30, but they get in range, and one goes towards Hermitha and uses one of their attacks to do telekinesis.
I wish I had my spirit guardian, the other one.
So
That
I
would've
need
been
you
so
to make me
good.
a strength saving throw. Hermitha.
Got it.
He's so
I
good
am.
at those.
I'm so strong. You know, so strong. It's just a 10.
Okay. The range of the spell, telekinesis, is 60 feet. So as Hermitha's into the Spirit Guardians, manipulating the space around them for the radiant arrows to take flight, suddenly behind you, Hermitha, you just feel this force just vice grip around your ribcage.
Ow.
You get thrown 30 feet up into the air.
We don't have those jetpacks, do we?
Put them on. We put them on. We put them on. Yes, we did.
We have them in the casino.
But you're grabbed.
Canonically, we never took them off.
I'm off.
So if you're gonna make us have to say it to put it on,
Take it off.
Because I know y'all didn't say to take it off. I know y'all never said to take those things off.
That is true. You did not ever take them off. So, okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
So I was just a little bird with a jetpack trying to convince. No wonder she didn't listen to anyone.
You're crazy.
no wonder we all got arrested.
Everyone's just wearing Rocketeer jetpacks around the casino. Okay. Okay.
Well, I get thrown. It's
Yeah,
great.
so now I'm trying to decide which direction.
Was I up?
I will do this instead, because that plan may not work. It's still an action to turn them on. So that's the kind of action economy, to turn them on and
Got you.
keep them afloat. But the plan I was going to do doesn't work too well for that. But I will, instead, fling you all the way over here.
Is that like just space?
This is part of the map still in here. So the edge of the map is just past the end.
Okay.
So this is just a platform floating in an ethereal demi-plane. And you're right next to the edge of it.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Cool.
And they. Oh well.
So that was one of
They
their
didn't-
actions.
Yeah. that
They
was
didn't
one.
walk into anything to do that, correct?
They stayed out of your range. They were just right before your spirit
Right
guardians.
before it.
And tossed you over to the
Got it.
left.
Did the one enter the radius as it was moved?
That's so true.
Here,
Does
let's
it
see.
fly
You
over
have
That's
a-
what
them?
I was thinking.
That's
You're
how
right
it works in the
here.
game.
Yep.
So if I wanted to do it correctly, I could shunt you this way. We'll put you right there, because then, yeah, right. If I did it the other way, it would have gotten into, it would have touched it, would have gone through them.
Yeah.
So we'll just say shunted you 30 feet over to the left,
Okay.
over there. Then 4. Taylor,
Hey.
you're gonna have to make me another strength saving throw, as the other one does telekinesis to you.
That's a 10.
You raise up 30 feet in the air. You're both
both
restrained, by the
tense.
way, so you are stuck where you are.
So I'm 30 feet up.
30 feet up.
I wish divine intervention was a reaction.
So that's their 2 actions there, as the slow spell has no bonus action, and they can't roll out of it yet, right?
Sorry. Well, going to my spell. But affected by this for the spell's duration, so they don't
Gotcha.
roll out of it.
So we got the one burly Get Yankee Knight still here in front of Luin. Still no steel sword in hand. Also affected from the slow spell. They're also going to raise you 30 feet, Luin. Make me a strength saving throw.
Whoa. All right.
Did you let go of him when you were grappled, or did you?
I
You
threw
can be
him,
restrained,
just
but it's a
what
spell.
I said. Yeah, I don't know. How does that work? Because I remember saying that I kind of threw him, so I didn't have restraint against him, or I kind of threw him away into the circle.
So you ungrappled him. You let him
I think
go.
I ungrappled him.
Okay.
Yeah, because I ungrappled him to attack him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll take that. But the strength saving throw, my saving throw modifier is a +7, so it's 24.
24. You succeed. Once again, feel that tight grip around you and just break it off
Sting
again.
myself. Yep.
Okay. So we got that. Now for the Arcanolith. Gonna roll to try to get out of this blindness. There's another con save.
That's at the end of
your turn.
It's gonna be at the end of its turn, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's doing things while it's invisible,
I don't like it. Mm-mm.
but it can't do anything without being able to see stuff. So okay. Come on. Unnatural 20.
Oh, rats.
No longer blind.
Okay. You don't know that though.
No.
Oh, Lord.
That is just for me to know. Okay. That will be at the end of its turn. So it goes back to y'all. Taylor, 30 feet up, restrained. Vermitha, restrained where you are currently.
As far as I can tell, these restrained conditions, does it look like the two creatures at the top of the map, they're kind of concentrating on this? Like, is there like a free action I could do to check if it's concentration?
You could see that they're like holding it still.
Okay, I want to cast Ice Storm, and it's a 20-foot radius. So I will broadcast to you just in case the Arcanoloth might be in that by chance. But it will be right there. So I need a dex save.
Which they have a -2 to.
Mm-hmm.
Do counterspell would probably let her know their position.
It would make her visible as soon as you cast a spell.
Unless it was greater invisibility.
So I'm going to hold off on that.
Good.
Yeah.
And
Solid Clara moves.
so dex saves, 2 of them with a -2.
Yep.
A 3, a 5 to a 3.
Nice.
An 11 to a 9.
Fails. And no Arcanoloth in that?
Nope.
Okay, so it's not there.
So it'll take 15 bludgeoning and 14 cold damage,
29.
and that whole space it becomes difficult terrain.
Ooh.
So their 15 speed is halved again.
Until out of that radius.
Okay.
So they took 29 damage?
Mm-hmm.
You are released, or I got to roll. So, what's the DC I got to beat
For what? Oh,
to break the concentration?
15.
And then this con.
Yeah.
What's the save con save? Natural 20
Okay.
on the Hermitha telekinesis. That is unnatural 20 on
Yeah.
the other one.
Unfortunately.
It's okay, I didn't want to
I
fall
lied.
30
Yep.
feet. I didn't want to fall 30 feet.
Yeah, good idea.
So, yeah.
30 feet's a lot of feet.
So Clara, as you're over to the side here, you see Taylor get lifted up, Hermitha flung over to the side, suddenly flapping her wings, coalescing all the cold air in the room as best you can as a tornado of ice shards and sleet just whips its way over those two. Hardy get Yankee, but as they put their hands up, holding their steel swords in hand, steel themselves and keep that concentration going as bits of icicle and sleet starts to coalesce on their skin and on their clothing, but they're hanging on. Okay. Anyone else?
I haven't moved my weapon yet.
You have not. That is still movable.
Okay, how far can I move it again? Let's recall. We have great recall here.
20
Absolutely.
feet.
20 feet. See? A dream.
I got you.
That recall is so good. Like, it's like it's speaking to me.
It's just speaking out loud. It's so good.
I guess it doesn't matter. Wait, which one is Sis? This one?
This is
No,
the X.
Sis is. Yeah.
This is unconscious.
This is the one in front of Rala, right?
I was like, Sis is
No.
dead.
No,
Oh,
Sis,
God.
Sis is by the mushroom.
I see.
But she's
And then
just
big-
unconscious.
Just unconscious.
Big
This
guy still
one is
Okay.
dead,
Taking a nap.
Big guy still going,
What?
and the ones up
which
top
I
are
will
still
just
going.
get rid of them too.
Hey, guys, what weapon did y'all give me while I was out?
Did we get one?
You had a lightning bow thing.
So I as
Oh.
standard, since that's what I played with last, can I have my bow out?
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if I can take aim on this one, and then also I'll attack with my spiritual weapon as well.
volley.
Okay.
Yes.
Who are you hitting with the arrow?
This one, I don't know why it's not double clicking. There
Oh,
we
there
go.
you go. The one
Yeah.
fighting Luan. Got it.
And then I'll also hit it with the spiritual. Let me go ahead and do that now. That was so close to a nat 20, but it's a 26 total to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, and then I get additional thunder, lightning. What was it?
Thunder.
Thunder. All right. So, and that was 2. Was that just a D6? Sorry to.
Yes.
Awesome. So additional on top of that. All right, we got that one that does a little zing of thunder. 14 total points of damage just from the bow, and then we're gonna try to hit with our spiritual weapon. You know, that was a nat 1, so we're just gonna,
Oh.
yeah. Things just don't happen, and that's okay.
Okay. So as your body's struggling to telekinesis, as it's kind of held you in place, you're forcing yourself out of the hold. Taylor has your enemies slowed, but now they've got their own version of halting your movement as well. As you're trying to command the spiritual weapon, you just fight against telekinesis and just slowly getting the bow to the drawstring. Thunderous boom, it hits the Get Yankee in the back shoulder, makes them fall down a little bit. You're trying your best to kind of conduct the spiritual weapon to hit, but its connection to you falters a little bit as you're trying to concentrate so hard on getting through the telekinesis that just doesn't quite get there. The bolt kind of flings by. But yeah,
I'll get him next time.
That is all, I believe. Okay.
Has everyone else gone?
I haven't
Okay.
yet, and Rala and you.
Okay.
Do you guys know what you want to
30 feet
do?
up in the air.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be fighting the big guy in front of me.
go ahead.
All right.
And
I
just
will.
took a thunderous bolt from Hermitha.
Yeah, I'm going to. And they're still slowed.
Yep.
Okay. I had a crazy idea, but I don't think that would help us very much.
Hey, we love crazy
Do
ideas
it.
on
We
this
do
show.
it.
As Hermitha
Okay,
says,
I'll
be
do it.
inconvenient.
I will do it. I am going to grapple him one more time.
Okay.
Okay. Actually,
Tested strength saves.
this might be a
Or
Do your
just
string
athletics?
of maneuvers. I don't know if I could do the string of maneuvers as much as I'd like to, because it would take. So. No. it would
Talk to
take-
me. Talk to
Okay.
me.
So if I wanted to theoretically take off my jetpack, put it on him, and smash it,
You might
how
need
many?
that jetpack.
I might.
You might need that jetpack.
But then again, that's what I'm
I
thinking.
mean,
was
one
like,
of us can fly. I mean, you know.
it was an idea that was
Hey,
kind of unhinged.
We can roll with it. If that's what you want to do, we'll make some checks.
That thing's.
Make him go
It could be
away.
a contained fireball. That means like a 30-foot radius explosion. I don't know.
That's true. I I didn't think through the tactical movement.
I love improvised combat personally.
I love it. It's my
Love
favorite
it
thing
so
in the
much.
entirety
Just
of D&D.
Give her. Do what Luane would do. Fate wills it.
Fate
What
wills
would
it.
Llewyn do? Let's see what
Llewyn
we
is
can do.
thinking, and he's grappling him, and sees that this guy is buff, and he's taking these hits. He's snapping his jaw back into place, and Llewyn's going to, running forward, slides the jetpack off, and I don't know how many actions it's going to take, but I will do that first, and I will be attempting to grapple him. Just let me know
Okay.
where I stop and where I begin in my
So
turn.
we'll do contested athletics.
Okay.
The grapple check, if it succeeds, will also include you putting
Okay.
the jetpack onto.
Okay. Okay. So instead of restraining with my arms, I'm essentially just like wrapping
Yeah.
it onto him. Okay. So this is a strength check.
Yeah, this is gonna be contested athletics.
All right. It's a 13 plus my strength is 16. Please
Is
tell
it
me.
athletics or strength?
Oh, it's strength is what he said.
Okay.
Yeah, athletics is strength at the end of the day.
Athletics.
Yeah, but if you're proficient in it,
Wait,
you
hold
get
on.
an extra
Yeah,
bonus.
I'll let you say which one you want because it's different for me. If you want to be strength or athletics, it's on you.
Usually grappling's athletics, if I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say athletics.
Okay, if it's athletics, then it's 20 raw. Not
Oh,
raw.
one.
Yeah.
He got a one. He got a one.
You got. All right, put this sucker into the sky.
Okay, so you've done a contested strength grapple check to run up behind him, take your pack off, wrap it around his arms as he's slowed, so he's not able to push you off as fast as he would like. Struggling against the slow spell. You have it on. Now you want to explode it.
I'm going to basically just take my helmet off and just smash it into the back, aiming for the thrusters in hopes to
You have two
malfunction it.
attacks.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to.
Jetpack has its own AC.
Okay,
If you connect with the two attacks and do the right amount of damage, things will happen.
okay. I will instead take my mace and thinking of the electrical charges in it and that it is attuned to lightning, I'm going to basically place the head of it down into basically the engine or the thrusters of it. And I'm going to clasp it with two hands. And I'm going to go, fate wills it. And I'll just charge it into the thing as I leap off. Backwards is what I'll try to do.
So make me two attacks.
Okay.
The AC for the jetpack is 13.
Okay, so this is, am I rolling to hit first as well?
Yes, you gotta roll,
Okay.
hit it twice.
Okay, so that's an 11 on that one, plus for my mace, let me tell you the
Got
final
it.
number. That's 17.
Yeah.
Hit. Now
Oh,
the second
actually,
hit.
Okay,
This
and that's
is
a 14,
insane.
so
Yep.
7 plus 14.
2 hit.
21. You're good.
So we'll say your so this is the two attack.
Okay, so
You're
now
gonna
I'm
use your
rolling for
bonus
all the
action
damage.
to try
Okay.
to jump off.
Yes.
So you're gonna make me an acrobatics check.
Alright, we'll do. Okay.
Do
Okay.
you need do you need to see the damage first?
We'll get there.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so acrobatics.
Nail biting. Holy crap.
It's like on its side. Oh wait, hold on. I'm
It's
gonna
cocked.
smack-
Roll it again.
Yeah, you gotta roll
Really?
again.
Okay, that's a 13 plus 2. That's a 15 for
15.
acrobatics.
Okay, what's your speed?
It's a 30, which is a lot.
I'll say you could bolt off 15 feet.
Okay, I will.
So, roll your damage.
Okay, so lightning and all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Taylor's
so
probably
for-
just looking at him like,
Why are you dressing this man?
what is? You're gonna need that? What?
That's 16 total damage.
Okay. You rock up to this humongous Indiana Jones looking motherfucker villain. Someone who would be punching Indiana Jones underneath the plane that was runners were going down. It was all bloodied. and you run up to them, wrap around the jetpack onto them, hold on to their neck. The electrical charge from the ball of the mace.
Oh, God.
You feel this vibration starts to connect, this chain reaction hitting onto the jetpack, the fuel connecting, sparking with the arcane electrical energy. You see it start to round in all directions. It gets the Yankee trying to grab, but you have him this lock, and you suddenly just jump off of them in this sort of backward swan dive, 15 feet. I will allow you to fall 15 feet wherever you like.
All right.
The DC was 15, and you just beat it. So in a 15-foot direction, you can land sort of anywhere in this radius.
I would like to comedically land right in front of Taylor's feet.
Underneath me. Are you like you're underneath me? Like
Yeah.
So are you
Just like
gonna-
sliding.
So are you going to be in front of him on his space or behind him?
I'll go right. I'll slide underneath his legs and
Okay.
behind him.
if I fall,
So
Yep.
you're 30 feet up still.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, underneath.
So you will be out of this range of a 10-foot radius
Oh lord.
of an explosion.
Oh no.
Oh, Rella, you have 8 hit points.
Rala's in the explosion radius, correct?
Whoa! Wait. Okay.
Death ward.
Yep,
Yeah,
Death
you're
They
Ward.
have
She's
death
fine.
ward, so even
She's
if it goes
fine. She's
0,
invincible.
they'll
Would it-
get up to 1 hit point.
So it's definitely an explosion rather than like jet thrusters enable and like fly him away. It's definitely like a kaboom.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
kaboom.
Dang it.
We're not in a cartoon. We're still in D&D.
Rala, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Wait, Jesus, I thought my sister was gonna kill me, but it's gonna be Lewin.
Oh
Dexterity?
Hmm.
no. Unorthodox battle
18 plus
tactics.
7. The saving throw?
Yeah, dexterity
Okay,
saving
18
throw.
plus 7.
So you'll take half damage.
Oh,
Okay.
damn, I'm so sorry.
No,
Rob.
you take no damage. You have evasion.
Oh!
Tuck
Okay.
and
I knew
roll,
that, and I knew
motherfucker,
that,
tuck and roll.
and I
That's
knew
why
that.
you did it, because you
Yeah,
rolled.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I knew that Rolla would be okay. I trust in Rolla's dexterity, so.
He knew
I
that,
mean,
chat.
We're battle
knew
brothers.
that.
We just know how we work.
So how does evasion work exactly? How do I do that?
When you take, it just happens.
It just happens?
Yep.
Everyone knew
If
but
you
Rolla.
succeed on a saving throw, you would, and if you would take half damage, evasion
Dex
makes
save.
it so you take, dex save specifically, you
That
would take no
is
damage
so
on a success.
Beautiful. So yeah, it was 18 plus 7.
Okay.
Death Ward
Crystal
is invigorating.
Vanguard.
Yeah, Death Ward.
So
God.
rolled the it was 4d6 fire from the explosion. Push off, do this perfect backward swan dive, hit on the ground, slide over away. The jetpack starts to rattle as this bright blue arcane energy starts to light up on the translucent side of the fuel tanks on either side of the cylindered backpack. The Yankee just splits in all directions. An arm goes one way, a leg goes the other. The fire starts to envelop around Rala. This 10-foot radius, there's just solid red and orange flames. And then around Rala, as the fire started to just kind of blind you all for a second, you're like, shit, Rala! They were looking pretty rough. Their draconic spirit gets enabled, and you see Rala just start to manipulate the flames around them as they spin it around their body. As they suck in the excess flames into
That's
their
perfect.
mouth, and it lights up their chest, and they just, the flames dissipate around them as a torso stump, charred in the middle of the room, starts to smoke and lift up.
Holy crap.
I love that. Is this just base evasion?
Yeah.
See, in Pathfinder, you have to have improved evasion to do this. To do it, I'm just blown away right now. This is amazing.
Why don't
kind
you
of-
use that?
Girl, you
energy,
need to play more
Rala?
D&D.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
do
do.
Breath of the Dragon anyway. That was my plan.
Go kill
So-
those two frickers.
I love that.
I'm gonna
So,
waddle.
anything else, Lewin? You got any anvils you want to drop on someone?
I had a hammer
Maybe
to come
paint
out
a
of like
hole in the wall
the.
and run through it,
Today?
and then they hit the wall and fall down. Maybe.
Lumen actually starts talking to the chat, and it's just like fourth wall
Yeah.
break. Wasn't that cool, guys? Thank you very much. And then
I feel like we're in class.
I
This is
absolutely
one
did that on
session.
purpose, and I knew that nothing bad would happen.
Exactly. We're all
and bro, I knew she had evasion. So
Anything
Wait.
else?
No, that's it. I'm good.
We're all presenting our projects, and Kevin's like, "Do you have more you want to share? Huh?"
Except, can he do it in Hermitha's voice, please?
Well, I mean, I could have more. I could spawn another guardian if you'd like. I could have 3 guardians here.
I love it.
Let's do that.
I'd like to
That's
blow him
expensive.
up. Like,
We can blow up that
You now
guardian
have,
too.
let the record show, chat. The group has one less jetpack.
We can't forget.
However, Clara never took one.
It's on the ship.
True.
Your extra pack is on the ship. There you go.
All right, Rala.
Calculated.
I'm
gonna get a scolding.
We have Rala and Clara's already gone, so I think it's just Rala at the end of
and
this
me.
round. And
No,
Taylor.
I-
Taylor.
Taylor
And
still
you
has to
still
go.
have Death Ward.
Correct. So Rala, bloodied, bruised, blood coming down the corner of your mouth, scars,
But
contusion,
not beaten. But not beaten.
but not beaten. The last rounds of Rocky showing as you step up to the plate.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do Breath of the Dragon on those two. With all that fire that I just sipped
Okay.
on the ground.
I'll hit the guy in the front with a mind sliver as I see she's getting prepared.
Yeah, that's
So just make an intelligence 17 save.
Combo. Okay.
boom.
So for intelligence save on the Gith, that's a 16.
Fail.
Fail.
They take
Rala, you're gonna do your breath weapon,
yeah.
so
3
that
psychic.
they'll have to take
D4 away.
a D4 away. Do you want to roll that one?
Sure. 4.
4. Damn. Okay. So -4 from the deck save. That was a natural 20.
Oh
Plus
my
2
frickin'
is
hell.
22, so that goes down to 18. So many crits, jeez. Okay, so I believe that saves, right, Rala?
Yeah.
18 against your
From my Breath of the Dragon?
save? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the other one will roll the deck save.
I do get a second attack.
Yeah.
So this is just for this breath. So deck save, that is a 13. So I think
For the
that'll
second breath?
yeah for the second
that
guy
passes.
getting hit by the breath weapon. So that'll fail. So she'll take first one half damage, first one full damage.
Okay.
So roll your draconic breath.
Roll the damage, right?
Roll
Yeah.
the damage.
And it's just on one guy?
It's for both of them,
Okay, that's
but
5.
one damage hits both.
Okay, that's 5 points.
Just 5 points
Or, sorry,
from the
6.
breath weapon.
5 plus 1.
All right.
Your second attack.
Use the sword. Use the sword.
Use it.
I
Use
was
it.
gonna I'm just gonna kind of charge this guy.
All right.
Ah.
Going in.
I want to see how my crusher thing works because I haven't used it before. Okay, so it's same as my spear. Yes.
So
Yeah.
to roll to attack, same as a spear. So it's like +7.
Okay, that's a dirty 20.
That'll hit. So roll 4d6 psychic damage.
+5.
+5.
It's 10. Exactly 10.
Exactly 10.
15.
Okay.
So 15 total.
Yeah, 15.
15, okay.
Do you want a unarmed strike bonus or a flurry?
I was gonna flurry of blows.
There you go. So 2 more unarmed strikes to that Gith.
Okay. Oh, I don't have enough room in this tray. Okay. That's a 16 plus 9.
16 plus 9 to hit.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
25.
4D.
It's your D8,
Oh.
because your martial arts die is a D8.
I need to learn what that is because I have no idea what that is.
It's your
It should
unarmed
say
strike.
on your D&D
Unarmed
Beyond,
strike,
it should
yeah.
have the damage right beside unarmed strike on there too.
Yeah, it says D6 though.
It's because she has an old sheet.
Well, I didn't change that
But
yet. I don't know how.
That's fine. We'll figure it out.
Okay. So it's 8, not 6?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just being fucking silly. That's a 7 plus 3.
5.
That's 10 as well.
That's another 10. One more hit.
Oh, shit. I swear I know what I'm doing!
You do.
12 plus 9, 21.
Yep.
21 also hits.
That's a 6 plus 3, so that's a 9.
9 points damage. Okay.
Plus your shocking gauntlets.
Oh yeah, the extra D6. So roll 2 more 2d6.
Those are both 6.
Whoa!
I think that's the best roll I've ever
An extra
gotten.
12 damage.
Here we go again. So Rolla walking up to this
She's having a bad day!
to this Gith Yankee up here, the death ward surging through your body. Again, you cannot be killed. It is giving you this unparalleled confidence that is taking you through this battlefield. All these other things flying all around you. Gith Yankee falling, frenzy float in the air, and you just take one step after the other, limping a little bit as the kneecap has been sort of severed a little bit from the other strikes, and you just take out the silver sword, walk towards this Gith Yankee. As they're concentrating, holding out, they're kind of looking at you like they're about to take their sword out, and you just kick the hand away, flip the sword into the air, hit them right in the neck. Just a piston right hand that goes into their teeth as you shatter the little giblets down into their throat.
The giblets?
And as the sword comes back down from the air that you threw up, it just hits it right into the sternum. You start walking towards the second one and just take it out of their body. That one is dead.
I'm sorry, Giblets is taking me out right now because Kevin is obsessed with his Crocs and he has little giblets on them. And it's just taking me. I know that you meant like throat giblets, but I'm just thinking of Crocs right now.
You're so in love with that man,
so
Anna.
wrong.
You're so
I
in
really
love with that man.
am. I really am.
Hermitha, the hold around you suddenly relaxes as you are no longer restrained.
Let me hold on to my giblets. Let's do it. Love that.
So Taylor will take out a short bow and take a shot at that last guy.
Okay.
Martial wizard moment? Love to see it.
That's a natural one. So
Well, hate to
Watch
see
your
it.
jinx,
it's been a long time
sorry?
since he's used a bow. So
He's still getting used to his body. It's been like, what, 5
Right.
days?
and he'll be like,
since he
You're
was-
right.
"Oh, freaking hell!" And he'll just
Right.
like do a telekinetic shove against that last guy to push it back 5 feet.
Okay.
So you make DC 17 strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw, DC 17.
So I want to push him back farther into further terrain or difficult terrain.
That's a 9.
Fail, so he goes 5 feet further away from me. More into the storm.
Still holding on as you see Rala just go to a different place. Insta-kill mode as they're just ripping apart various Githyanki on the field, and you just try your best to, in the air, holding aloft your feet dangling, try to do a bow attack, goes wide, force push, puts them back 5 feet, still holding on, sliding on the ground.
Let you by your giblets.
I think that's all of you.
Yes, I believe so. Oh, super.
As Taylor is
All
still
the giblets have gone.
aloft
I
in
cast giblets.
the air. Rala still
Isn't
making
that
their
just
way-
magic stone?
Rala making their way towards what I believe is the final Githyanki on the field. This
Yep.
booming voice comes out from seemingly all directions. The voice of Shemi enters into all of your minds. You fools. You think you can embarrass me in my headquarters in my empire? Don't you idiots know that the house always wins? Suddenly appearing
Ooh.
next to the Githyanki, a fire wreathes around them in bright pinkish light. The clawed hand of this fox-like humanoid, now corrupted with pink veins going across their furred face, targets Rala. Everyone
Fair enough.
within 120 feet of Rala, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Me as well.
Okay.
I have
Me
disadvantage.
as well.
That's definitely
Wonderful.
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Wonderful.
How many feet was it, Kevin?
You're
Within
in it.
120 feet
Well,
You're in it.
of them. This is
Yep.
their sort of one-off ability.
9.
15.
this was a
Dex.
Dexterity
Dexterity.
saving throw.
saving. This many.
Oh
Oh,
goodness.
did we all fail?
The
I did
DC was
17 plus
18.
Oh,
Yeah, we.
Son of a! I rolled the highest!
I did 17 plus 7.
Okay.
so you're
perfect,
fine.
I
You're
made it.
good.
Well, that's great.
This
You
won't
just-
affect you then.
Speedy get.
But you watch, Rala, as you start this kill mode is engaged into your psyche. You're not really here. You've gone to a place you only have gone to a handful of times on your adventure with these friends. But you're showing a side of yourself that has probably not been seen since your time with the Githyanki. And all of a sudden you feel this pink flaming body just appear out of nowhere, and you see this hold on you as the flame just erupts from your own body. As you're doused in this pink flame, but you're not hurt, and you see this pulse just go off of you, and wave of energy hits all of your friends. But we'll find out what happens at our next session.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, Kevin.
evil! Look at him. He's evil man.
We're just getting jumped here, you know? Session
That's-
after session.
Is going to conclude today's session of War of
What a
the
fun
Realms.
freaking session.
I want to thank my awesome players for joining me on this lovely Sunday. It's so awesome to have a full table. I know it is hard. We're all professional creatives. Events happen and stuff, and we make do. When someone can't be here, we make sure we take their spot and we lead the story forward. But man, when everyone's here, it is a treat, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us today for War of the Realms. Super appreciate it. For everyone that saw us at Gamescom, you're awesome. Thank you for saying hi and showing up. But we'll see you next Sunday, everybody. Until next time, the world's kind of crazy right now. Stay safe. Tell a fun story. Escape how you can. We love you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Taylor said, go make a scene. And Clara
said-
said, great, I have permission. How
Oh
mad
my
is
God.
Hermipa at us right now?
So everybody's gonna get a talking to after this is over.
We're gonna get
Got it.
started.
Yeah,
Can't wait
seriously.
to burn.
Killed your ability to fly.
Yeah.
In the plane of air.
I'll princess carry you the whole time.
Oh, thank you.
She'll
Would
carry
Louis
you by
do?
your giblets.
Oh no, please.
And on that note,
Jesus Christ.